Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock City, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the California Golden Bears, taking on the number 10 seed in the playoff, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. They'll run it here. The running back has the ball. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking for the wide out. Finds his man, has the first down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
This would be an unconventional strategy. Punt team on the field on 1st down. And he boots it high into the air. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? DB's backing off from the line now. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The gain makes it second and medium. An inside give now from the shotgun. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
The important third down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Looking to pass here on second down. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Intercepted in the end zone.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
A completion makes it second and short. Handoff here from the shotgun. And that will pick up the first down, a spot at the 38.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Extending the play now. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Second down play coming up for this offense. It's a run to the left. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
That's the end of
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. And the Mountaineers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. The offense going with the hurry up. Quarterback snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Cal's offense takes the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
It's press coverage now from these DBs. And pre-snap motion from the offense. The shotgun running play call.
With the defense coordinator this week, already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Catch made down inside the 25. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
But when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent? This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
The Golden Bears line it up with 1st and goal. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And that run produces a decent gain.
Man, the jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. It can create some vertical seams for big plays.
There's a run to the left looking for the touchdown. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And there's the point after. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Now it's second down here. They'll ride the back again here. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. First and 10 now for the offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Third down, out of the shotgun. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The Mountaineers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Ball's incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Escapes the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the Mountaineers are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Here comes the throw from the red zone. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. Meta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Mountaineers will kick this away to get the second half going. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Cal's offense back out on the field now. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. An effective play, good for a first down to the 35.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, and try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And then first down, right back to the running game. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front of the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. And the Golden Bears will bring their punt team on the field now. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Fielded near the 20. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown try last time they had it. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. He'll look to throw it here on second down. It's a quick grab. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a game can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. And there's the handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
West Virginia.
And the Mountaineers look to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Or the quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
Snags the quick throw. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, you'll hand it off. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Look, I realize in any play call, when it's properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down.
The offense will take their first time out of the half. The talk strategy here.
Timeout, West Virginia.
The Mountaineers will line up now. It's 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
At the 1-yard line. It's now 2nd and goal.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. West Virginia 14, Cal 7.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, West Virginia. This offense cannot be stopped. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And they'll set up with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So California's offense back out on the field now. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch made on the out route. Goes down after making the ground, picks up a few yards, but it's short of the 1st down marker.
You get some positive yards in the opening play of this drive. They need 2 touchdowns, so anything to move them closer to that 1st touchdown is always going to be good.
Going to try to use his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice 1st down.
It was a 1st and 10 play. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Look out, he's got some space. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Wow, what a clear defensive score.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception. And what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Cal's offense takes the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Running out of time in the pocket. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He lets it go. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Looking to throw again. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They'll finally go down, but it's a first down and much more. Great game in the play.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
The Golden Bears offense is on the move now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He stays alive. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And the Golden Bears come up to the line in a hurry-up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
We'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for the first down and goal. The Golden Bears will line up here on first down and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. They're going to the line here with the clock running. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cal. Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that previous play. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Quarterback making some changes at the line. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
West Virginia.
And the Mountaineers will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Inside the 30 now.
First down, West Virginia.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger.